All right, gang, and welcome to Procreate. So, you've had a few lessons now, not enough to really make a difference, just enough to be dangerous. But what we want to do is we want to get you actually working in Procreate, preview some of the things that you're going to do in the next lecture, and get you a chance to begin creating. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to go through and we're going to create the Procreate platform. So, in order to do that, you're going to click this little plus sign up here, and you're going to create a new workspace that is your screen size. All right. Now, you know how to get an image from your PC to your desktop on Procreate. So we've included an image for Procreate. So it's in the resources for this lecture. You're going to go to Image, and you're going to go to Insert Photo. So we go to All Photos. We scroll down, and you see this Procreate image that we made. Now, using 2 fingers from the inside out, we're going to increase it. And now, because you can't see where the image ends, go ahead and you see the transform, that blue icon is selected, uncheck it. And now, with your 2 fingers, come from either corner, and let's go ahead and minimize the workspace. All right. Now, how do you get back to the Procreate image? Well, let's go ahead and hit the transform tool again, the blue tool. And let's go ahead and bring that to the top. All right, so now you've got all this space down below. Let's go ahead and deselect that. Now, what we're going to do is I'm coming over now to the Layers tab. You see on the far right-hand area, I've just clicked it to turn to blue. We're going to go ahead and we're going to change the background color here to a dark black. So we come to the circle and we move it to black. And now we're going to click on the Layers tab again, and you see this plus sign? I'm going to show you how to add a layer. So now, layer 2 has been created. Now, grab this, drag it down below simply by dragging it down with your stylus or your finger. And now we're going to come over to our brush. I'm going to use the soft brush, so that is in airbrushing, soft brush. We're going to come over here, and I'm going to go with kind of a dark gray, maybe somewhere over here. You see where I am in that inner circle? So there's no color involved. It's just a dark tone of gray. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to begin softly marking on my layer that's black. Now you see what's beginning to happen here. I'm starting to get a little bit of opacity. I'm going to go ahead and crank this opacity up just a little bit because I don't want this to take all day. And you see up at the top, I'm leaving it fairly black. And then as it goes closer to the bottom, I'm now making it a little bit more opaque. This is the trick. This is how you shade with that airbrush. Now, when you go through here, let's go one step further. Let's bring this up to like a pretty close to white. So I'm not going full on white, but it's definitely a lot brighter than what I had. I'm going to crank down the opacity. And now, you see where my brush is, that little circle icon? I'm still on layer 2. Check out my layer structure. And now, just halfway on, halfway out, you see now I'm just beginning to highlight this. All right, now I even want less opacity than that as I go up. And I'm just brushing in a little bit more of that white. All right, so I think we're pretty good there. This is going to be the stage for all of the art that you're going to create. As we go through, you're going to have a complete gallery of art in this Procreate stage. So this is what you've been able to do so far with just a few lessons. This is kind of what you're going to learn about layers and how to shade and how to soft shade in next lessons. So this gives you a pretty good idea of where we're headed, and it gets you started early. Now, to finish this out, let's go ahead and hit the Actions tab, which is the wrench. Let's go over to Share, and let's share it as a JPEG. Export it. Now, you can export it to Dropbox, or you can just save it as an image. I'm going to go ahead and save it as an image. And now, if I go over to my photos, look at what I've created over here. I now have my image that comes up. Congratulations, you've just created your Procreate platform in Procreate. All right, folks. Now, right after this, there's an assignments folder. What I want you to do is take a screenshot or upload the JPEG of what you just did into the assignments folder so that we can take a look at what you did. All right, gang, we'll talk to you after the assignments lesson, and we'll get on to the next ones. See you in the next ones.